What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 19 of my Tottenham Hotspur Football Manager 2018 Let's Play series. And guys, if you could try and smash 100 likes on this video. The previous one didn't quite get there, was a little bit away. I know YouTube is really struggling with sending out all my subscribers notifications of when I upload, but it's not just me specifically. Of course, YouTube has recently announced that they actually do that on purpose. They don't notify all subscribers, so which is pretty interesting. Not sure if you've seen that video and yeah, that kind of news, heard about it, but yeah, it really kind of confirms my thoughts on the situation that's at least been happening to my channel. But yeah, it really affects older channels, like people that have been making 4 or 5 years of videos, and I fall into that category, pushing to 6 years soon. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know, the more support you leave in terms of thumbs up, comments, just your general interaction, it really does help more people discover my videos. So yeah, I really appreciate those who do that. Shout out to you guys. But for this episode, we have a big game against Barcelona in the Champions League. I like playing the Champions League games in the episodes, and again, it will just be a straight live commentary like the last episode, so just will be the one game out to you guys, so I can just get it straight out. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. I know maybe you want to see a bit more, but helps with the progression of the series. And I also have another series starting as well. I just want to, in terms of what I just mentioned as well, I want to be making a lot of Football Manager content this year, like building up to FM19, so I can have a big year. So the hype is really high for FM19. So yeah, I really want to do well in terms of that, in terms of the content I'm producing and how much. So yeah, be on the lookout for a lot more. But anyway, the games we played after that last one against Barcelona, West Brom in the Premier League, we won 2-0. Harry Kane, no surprises, scoring twice. Oxford, that's a decent result. Obviously, we are the better team. They're sitting in the bottom of the championship. So we're doing all right, but that's like expected. But that's still a big win. Like you expect, that's what I mean. You expect to beat championship teams, but it's still a 7-0 trouncing. And look how we haven't conceded a goal since the Hull game. So that's pretty good. We're like, I like to think we play a pretty attacking game, but I think it's the perfect mix as well in terms of attacking and defensive. So you can see Jack Wilshere got sent off on the 77th minute and we got a penalty. We actually didn't score till a bit later in the game away from home against West Ham, but it means we have been unbeaten. We've won every single game for the season. So again, obviously, just to give you a roundup to talk about it, well, I won't talk about it too much because we already have done so with the transfers. Obviously, maybe there was some controversial ones. Back to saying selling Eric Dyer for cheap for 80 million, who's obviously doing well for Manchester City right now. As you can see, they're sitting 8th in the Premier League, so they're doing great. Now, still a lot of the season to go, of course, but yeah, we are doing great. And because the next game, the next games we have coming up, we got Manchester City and then Gladbach. I'll do 2 games in that episode. So yeah, those games will come up very soon where I start to do 2 in an episode. So watch out for that. And that will be a big game, Manchester City away from home. That one I really, if I can beat Manchester City away from home, I think that could almost, I know it would be very early, but the position Man City's in already, and if we, like, that's a 6-point game, and if we win it, I know it's a big if, because away from home against City, but yeah, we'll show the progression since last season. But yeah, like, I always have faith. Like, I know I feel like that's like a main thing that has to be focused on because we're having a great season. So maybe transfers that you're not sure about, that's what has to be like criticized because there's nothing else. Like I feel like, I told you, I've been making Football Manager content for years now. Like I said, approaching on 6 years because I started in 2012. And yeah, I've always noticed like a main thing in the video, like praise is not an often thing you see often. You don't see someone like saying, Football Manager is a game where you want to like kind of point out something where you could do better, which is fair enough, which is cool because that's what I'd love to see. If I'm doing something bad, yeah, I'd love help, but I think I'm doing all right in this series, of course, with Tottenham. Well, something I'm noticing, this is annoying me. So you have to like click it and the player's position goes back to normal. So that's pretty crazy. Anyway, we are going in with this team. Eric Lamela has picked up an injury and he's been doing all right. See, Eric Lamela, he's not someone you regard as maybe the best player we have in that position on the wing. And look at his stats this season. He's been doing great as the rotation type in maybe an easier game. You have those guys that play that role. So for this one, Dele Alli, 91% condition. He is not doing the great. Well, not to say he's not doing the greatest. He's just tired after the last game. So we're going to try Asensio in the central midfield advanced playmaker position. We'll see how he goes. If he can do that with Eriksen, we will have to see. But there's some troubles, like Harry Winks wants to be starting more. It's really tough. Like, we had this situation earlier in the season. Oh, last season. Yeah, last season. It's hard to play every single player when you've got a strong starting 11. It's hard for them to all compete for that place, and you want to keep that team consistent. But they're playing Dennis. There's Suarez up top, but it's not Luis Suarez. It's Dennis Suarez who's playing as a striker. Like, I say this now, and probably like Messi will come up and score. To be honest, look at the injuries. This gives us a good chance. To be fair, oh no, Messi's injured. I just assumed he'll be in the. What's their lineup looking like then? I just saw. Okay, they don't. They got Dennis Suarez as striker, and don't forget. Well, I'm not sure I told you, but you might have seen it in the news or something. Yeah, Paul Pogba moved to Barca, so again, big transfer there. So anyway, like that. Okay, I'm just. I didn't really analyze their team going into this match. Like, I just got into it, and I'm like, okay, this is the situation right now. Messi's injured. That's 5 to 8 weeks. That's a big kind of injury. Dembele, 6 weeks to 9 weeks. Paco Alcacer, ooh, that's good for us. Like, I always see when it's a little injury, we're like glad they're injured, and when it's a longer term one, it's like, oh, they've had that already. You assume any, and then PK. So this is a chance for us to beat them. It's at home. Didn't we, yeah, like, remember what it's a tough group for us to draw because we got Barca last year. It's like a bit, oh, come on. They're one of the best teams, but at least we're facing them when things are not going so well in terms of them for injuries. Come on, can we just go to a dressing room already? Thank you. Let's say passionately, we owe Barca after what happened in our last match. We must have lost against them, yeah, in that Champions League game last year. Yeah, that would have been it. So, yeah, we had them in the group stage, and we faced them in the knockout stages, from my memory. Yeah, so let's just see. We'll see how this game goes. We can't harp on last season too much, but Eric Lamela, well, it's not major. Like, we've got like a better replacement. Yeah, we look good in training. Both teams come into this one in good form. I enjoy these matches a lot. I think I'll still say, but of course, Messi not playing, but there's multiple players, but it's still unfair to single out those individuals. So, guys, this season, I want to go to win the Champions League. Like I said, if you want to see me win the Champions League, and do you think you can, let me know. But either way, smash the like button. Like I said, 100 likes. I want to see that interactivity in this series, guys, if you want to keep seeing it, because, like I said, I have a new series coming. And yeah, hopefully should be another good one for you guys. But I noticed we picked up a lot of early yellows. Take a look at that. Damn. Okay, come on. There's been not much action in the first half. We've had control over it. Let's see. Like a 1-goal lead if we can sneak it here. Like, yeah, okay, they're finally... Oh, no, I should have seen it coming. I'm like, oh, we got all these yellows. And this is the thing that's... there hasn't been this one for a while, to be fair. There hasn't been one where we've got early sending off. I think it happened, yeah, once last season. So it was probably due. It was due to happen, but it's something where I could have noticed, oh, my player's on yellow cards, but I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Too early to sub them. That's what I mean. So at this point, it's tough, man. It is tough. I think Emre Can on a yellow himself is who we're going to drop out. And at least we've got Danny Rose. Yeah, like I said, it was just so early in the game to make a substitute. So that's a bit unfortunate. So Asensio and then Eriksen. Someone's going to have a change of roles. Eriksen, deep line playmaker on support. And yeah, we are just going to roll into it like that. So before we got that, I thought maybe we'll go a bit more attacking because, yeah, I want to try and win. But who knows what Imagine if Barcelona had their best starting 11 to choose from. I think it will be a different case. But yeah, who knows? But this is shocking. And then we concede. Like, that's like initially right after. Like, I'm so bad when my team gets an injury or like a sending off. So yeah, sending off more specific. Like when you're playing with a less man. Like, I think that's just like the simple thing to do to make that change. But just to reduce one attacking player, I feel like that's all we can do. But we were controlling the game. Unfortunately, because that's not something regular you see. That's what I mean. You're like, oh, we look so aggressive. I didn't make any tactical changes, and like previous games, I don't get like that many yellow cards in the first half. So please keep that in mind. It just, yeah, it's one of those games. It's a big game. It's against Barcelona, so yeah, maybe a bit of nerves in terms of that. So yeah, it's like I said, it's something that is not regular, and for me needing to change, you know. Because you've watched my games, you haven't seen that. That's so different, so different. It's unexpected from my team. So let's just see what we're gonna do here, guys. Come on, Bale. Bale's been very good. He's another one. People said he'll get injuries, but he hasn't got any injuries yet. He's got goals and assists. That's what I like to see. And it seemed like Harry Kane tried to pass that to the corner flag. Okay, we're getting highlights. That's a positive sign. And I feel later in the game, I know there could be arguments for both sides. You say we have a less man, so we could get more tired. Like this. Oh, this was such a great opportunity for us to beat Barcelona. And they could have easily scored a second there. But man, why did we have to get sending off in this match? Like I said, it was coming for a while. I could tell that. But we might look to go attacking. But definitely I feel we need a more balanced player in midfield, for sure. I think Dele Alli to come on. And yeah, Christian Eriksen will come off there. Dele Alli, because we've played here. Mazal will try, but roaming playmaker is what we've used more consistently for him. So he probably will do better in that role. And then, yeah, Asensio will go support advanced playmaker as well. It's a big call. Gareth Bale hasn't had his best game. Yeah, probably one of his worst for the season, but I wouldn't say it's all his fault. I'm considering... Oh, no, I can't go two strikers. We'll just go Robben, and we might have to switch things up. We'll get Robben on the right, and Di Maria when he plays his role on the wing. We can play advanced playmaker there, but we've already got... we're Asensio in the midfield. So, yeah, the winger on attack, and then Robben will play inside forward on attack. Come on, guys. We have got to go hard right now and go route one, go all the attacking options, just so you see what I'll do here. We'll be more expressive, maybe run at the defense a little bit more, and I think we'll take pass into space and, yeah, play out of defense. We just want to have that more direct game. You can see go route one, and even when we go the higher defensive line, you can use the offside trap. Let's see. And look at my instructions. Not opposition instructions, sorry, which I have applied. Team instructions. I have stay on feet. It's like that's the option in terms of your tackles. That's what I mean. We have that on stay on feet. Like get stuck in could be the reason you get yellow cards and red cards. But we have the opposite to that. Like you could have it as default, as like in between, not selecting one of them. But we have the one to not go in hard for those tackles. So, yeah, man, that's crazy. So, like I said, it was just... It hasn't happened for a long time. There's been a lot of matches since we've got a sending off. And that has to happen. You can't play every single match in a season like without getting that. So, it's probably just one of those games. We have to take on the chin, but we can still get a result here. Come on, Di Maria. What are you doing? What are you doing, Di Maria? The crowd is not in the team. Why are you passing to them? What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? But see, look at our style, though. Look, this time. Oh, my God. We're going close. We're still playing with confidence. I think it's just that lack of an extra man that is, yeah, that is costing us at the moment. Because our build-up in the attack is still good. Look, Di Maria. He's getting past well. Can he get the finishing ball right? No. No, Harry Kane. He couldn't get it right. He just missed off to the left. But, oh, come on, mate. We're building. We're building. Can we get the finish? Like, that chance we had was really good for Harry Kane. That's one you'd want to finish. But, come on, Coutinho. Can they make an error? They do. Dele Alli, very good interception in midfield. And we're actually been I don't want to say dominant team. I'll say the better team. We've had better chances than Barca in this half, especially as soon as we made these changes. You can see. Let's go. Aurier. Robben! He assists for Di Maria. And Di Maria not to kick it over the bar into the crowd. That's the situation he had to be in pretty much. Right, like in the box. So close to the goals. That's how he had to finish. But how about that, Robben? Like, he could play just a few games this season, but that right there could have been a crucial piece of play. And because we signed him on a free transfer, obviously still pay his wages, which is a decent amount, but it could be like a good deal just because of a few little situations like that. If he has a hand in maybe 5 to 10 goals for the season. And Coutinho, ooh, that was close. But hey, look at this. I want to still try and win. I think it could be time for a change. Let's say praise. I think the boys have done well. We've played a good brand of football today considering the situation we have been in. And we've been the better team. More shots and more possession with a less man for majority of the game now. So, yeah, let's go on for a winner. Imagine this. Imagine this. Oh, Harry. H with the finish. We've got the lead against Barcelona. We've had a less man since the first half. And how about this? How about this? This is great stuff. Di Maria, Harry Kane. And, yeah, see, this is the case where you could go more defensive, but we've had more possession this way, so I'm going to leave it. Like, maybe they could have a chance and get a goal and we concede. But no, see, because we've just been controlling the game. We're in possession playing this style. You could sit back, then they get more chance to get possession. So, yeah, when you notice you're controlling the game in a way like that, yeah, just because you get the lead doesn't mean you go defensive right away. Just my little tip out there. Just depends on the situation, who you're playing against, and just so many aspects. But you got to think about tactics, but you got to kind of analyze how your team is playing at the moment as well. Not just, oh, you got a lead, go defensive. That's just too specific. But you got to realize how the game is actually playing out as well. So yeah, keep that in mind. You could see how we were playing, how we were going along. We were just really, really controlling Barcelona. Barcelona weren't looking like scoring for the whole half. So, yeah, why were they going to score suddenly in the last few minutes if we continue playing that way? So, as you can see, some other results there. And I'm sure you guys thought, like, yeah, he's not going to come back. And, yeah, that's going to be a negative. That's going to be a negative. But somehow he was able to come up with the 3 points. Even with that sending off in the first half. Davies is banned. That's fair enough. I'll just issue the lad a warning. I'm not too mad because we ended up getting the victory there. Come on. So, yeah, let me know your feedback on that and how we're going in the Premier League. And, yeah, am I doing better than you thought? But I don't think so. Like last season we won the Premier League, don't forget. So, yeah, we had a great season last season. And we won the first time. That's what I mean. Just that, like, I feel... I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like I did a good job. I feel like I did a good job winning the title for such a long time. It was the first time since 61 for Tottenham. That is big. Like, you could see, oh, Tottenham, they have good players. It's like Football Manager shouldn't be that hard, but I feel to do it in the first season is an alright thing. Not searching for compliments too much, but I feel like, yeah, like, I don't know. I feel I didn't really get much credit for it, you know what I mean? Like, when I just got into the next season, like, people just complained about transfers. I know, yeah, focus on you guys that love the transfers. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to those positive comments. But, I mean, like, anything I do good in Football Manager, apart from my loyal subscribers, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like I get discredited. like I said, the transfers going out that you don't agree with is the next thing focus on. I don't know. I guess I'm just a bit different in my personality. I like to focus on the positive things and don't talk about negative things. So, yeah, and focus on that. Maybe that's just me personally. But I hope that resonates with you guys. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys. I actually made some posts on Twitter about how the YouTube situation, but yeah, I love making videos for you guys. Of course, like that banter is all part of it as well, part of the entertainment value of the videos. But I do, like, when I started, if I got like one person that got something from my videos, that made me happy. That, like, yeah, someone I was never going to meet in real life, I impacted them, and I know that's for sure. I've gotten emails, very nice emails from people, and yeah, I know I've impacted people in a nice way, so that makes me positive, like a good thing. Like, regardless of whatever happens on YouTube, I know I've made more of an impact than I would with not starting it, which is, yeah, a good thing for me. Like I said, I'm not really intending to be a millionaire or anything. Yeah, that's not my suggestion. I'd love to be able to do it full time, like this thing that I started that kept me alive, essentially. Yeah, to have this community, yeah, makes me happy. So I hope you guys see that, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.